Today I thought it would be interesting to show you how I make this very round 13 millimeter bead. You can see on my necklace I wanted to make a collection of beads that were all the same size and very, very round. And I thought it'd be nice to show you the process of how I make them. When I sit down to work, one of the first things I think about is what size mandrel do I want to work with, because that will determine the bead's hole size. In this particular case, I want to string the necklace together and put knots between each bead. So I want a very tiny hole, so therefore a very small mandrel in this case. Before even getting to the torch, there's, all this planning and organizing and, thinking about what it is that you want to make. I don't really draw out my ideas, but spend more time, making little tests and experiments along the way, and, smaller beads or just a little color sample. But that's, part of the fun and in all that planning, so that, when you sit down with intention, then you kind of can have a plan of attack and know what you want to do. Getting the size right can be tricky, and it takes repetition and practice. And sometimes I think about it like I'm sneaking up on the size, thinking about the design that will be placed on the bead, and then how much glass that will be adding to the final shape. So I have to kind of think about the shape first being not ideal, so that when all the design gets put on, it'll be the ideal form that I'm looking for. Honestly, placing dots where you want them, I feel like it's all about, not only practice, but patience. And that sort of love of working in repetition and doing the same shape and the size again and again can really, hone skills. And then sort of this joy and freedom happens after all that time spent in practice and patience. Though I think that patience still has a big role to play. Working on beads that are delicate like this, with delicate decoration, and one of the things I actually really love is the feeling in my hands. I love holding a mandrel that is thin, and being careful not to bend it, and holding my graphite paddle delicately. And sometimes you don't even have to use it on the bead. It's just, maybe it's a security blanket, but there's very little manipulation that has to happen, or just letting the glass respond and melt to the heat and the tiny flame. And I absolutely love that long quiet time, and watching the design develop, before your eyes.